How's it going, everyone? I am Meteorologist Kylie Bearse. I hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. We've had a really busy week of weather. I mean, this past weekend was so unbelievably cold, and now we're starting to see some changes. So a little bit of warmer weather, but also some snow on the way. So I'm going to go ahead and go through your forecast right now. And if you guys have any questions, if you're watching on Facebook, you can put them in the comments below, and I will try and get to them by the time we get to the end here. So good looking day outside. We are seeing those clouds moving on in, and temperatures right now are much more mild than where they've been the last several days. So 42 degrees here in Denver right now. We're at 44 in Aurora. A little bit cooler out over the plains. You can see Greeley and Fort Morgan in the mid 20s. And then up in the mountains, we're also in the mid to upper 20s as well. So highs today, we're right about there. Maybe a few more degrees for a couple of spots, but we're right about just a few degrees below average for this time of year. So after a few days of just absolutely frigid temperatures, I will take 40 degrees. It feels so much better outside than how it has the last several days. And our overnight lows are back down into the teens, which is pretty normal too. Those record lows of 10 below, which is where we were just, a day and a half ago. We will not be anywhere near that. Thank goodness. One thing I do want to point out is we are under an air quality alert for particulates and visibility until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And that timing works out because that's when we are going to start to see our next storm system moving in. So before I talk about that, let's talk about the snow that has already fallen. We got 15 inches in Silverton in the last 24 hours. Telluride's got 7 inches of snow. Snowmass and Steamboat both at 5 inches, and Winter Park at 3 inches. So with that in mind, southwestern Colorado, we had just massive snow. And so we are looking at high avalanche danger with an avalanche warning until early tomorrow morning. So you want to stay inbounds on days like today. When we're looking at HD Doppler right now, you can see that cloud cover up over our mountains where we still have some light snow that's continuing to fall. And when we're looking at our northern Front Range mountains as well. Now, we are still under some winter weather advisories, and we have this for when we're looking up near Rabbit Ears Pass. Look how tiny that little sliver is. But we could get another 1 to 3 inches until about 6 o'clock, but I'm already seeing things starting to wrap up down there, or up there, and then down in southwestern Colorado, still under that winter weather advisory until 5 o'clock this evening, with an additional 4 to 8 inches expected today. So when we're looking at the rest of this afternoon, you can see that once we're looking at the mountains, some light snow off and on, but then right around 4 or 5 o'clock, I don't know if you saw that, but some light rain is possible for the I-25 corridor and then up for our northern Front Range as well when we're near Fort Collins. And actually that could transition over to snow a little bit sooner than the rest of us. We've got some light snow expected overnight tonight for the Front Range, and then just left with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day tomorrow. But then we get into Wednesday and we start to see some changes for Wednesday night. So throughout the day in the mountains, we will see that snow continuing to fall pretty much all day on Wednesday. And then as we get into Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, that's when we see that snow moving off of our mountains and down into the Front Range I-25 corridor, and then out over the plains. It's going to fizzle out pretty good by the time it gets there, but some flurries are expected. This lasts into early Thursday morning before things wrap up by midday on Thursday. So how much snow are we talking? Well, overnight tonight, mainly a dusting, possibly closer to an inch when we're looking at our northern Front Range, and then by the time we get into Thursday morning, so including the snow we get overnight tonight, 1 to 2 inches for most of the Denver metro area, with those higher totals on the west side of town and into the foothills. Looking closer toward Boulder, 2 to 5 inches, and we're also in that 2 to 5 inch range up near Fort Collins. Down toward Castle Rock, not temperatures, we're talking snow. Snow totals could be slightly higher, 1 to 3 inches there, and then up near Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park, more in that 3 to 7 inch range, although I've got one model that's putting you guys at 9 inches of snow, so it could be pretty good. Overnight down into the teens, and then tomorrow we will be right around the low 30s, so it's going to be a cooler day with more cloud cover and that snow all day in the mountains, and then we will see that snow arriving by later on tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see that for late Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll be in the mid 30s, so not a warm up just yet, but then we get into Friday and Saturday, and that's when we back up close to 50 degrees. We've got a chance for a few flurries as I'm looking at Saturday evening, and then a pretty fair day on Sunday before really mild start to next work week. So really just the opposite of what we were dealing with here over the last couple of mornings. All right, so I am hopping on Facebook. Let me see if I can answer any questions for you guys. Oh, I'm seeing 14 questions, but I can only see the latest 4. So sorry about that. I'll try and get to them a little bit later on. Elaine is blaming the groundhog. I like to blame him too when we don't like the weather. Dan was just asking how the weekend is looking, and it's looking much warmer in the 40s and 50s with a chance for some isolated snow showers as we get into later on Saturday evening. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you. You guys know that I do weekend mornings, so I'm on starting at 6 a.m. on the weekends. All right, I always have such trouble getting this thing to open up. There we go. Likes to fight me. See if I can get to any of your other questions. All right. I'm still only seeing, oh, here we go. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I'm still on weekend mornings. So I was never actually on weekday mornings. So I am still on the weekends. I just haven't been filling in because we've got Ed here doing it. All right. Hello to Nick. Yep. Low 40s with Longmont and Broomfield. A lot warmer. Vince is asking, are we done with the Arctic freeze? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're done with that super frigid air, and I'm not seeing that in our long range forecast. So it is looking like temperatures are going to rebound. So while it's not going to be necessarily warm over the next couple of days, I will say it looks like we are moving on from that cold Arctic blast that we were dealing with the last several days. Yvonne is asking about Monday. Yes, asking about warmer weather. Monday right now, and it's a ways out, so this could change. I've got Monday at about 53 degrees. Ruben says it feels like summertime up in Windsor. Nice. All right, a couple people saying hi. Elizabeth, Chris, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm saying this name right. Alicio, hello to you. Seth says good afternoon. Great talking to you guys. All right, Eric is asking, I have to commute from Denver to Loveland tomorrow at 12:30 to 1. Will there be snow at that time? Yes, I would expect some snow as you're making your way up there during that time. Who will the Broncos pick in their first round? Oh, no. Don't ask me any sports questions. I'm the friend who jokingly calls it the sports ball. So I don't know, but I hope it's a good one. All right. You're welcome, Elaine. Estes to Fort Collins commute Wednesday morning, clear or snow? For early Wednesday, you might still be dealing with some, I would say you're still going to be dealing with some snow. It'll be likely. How will the driving be or the roads be with the snow? Oh, well, how we're talking about road conditions. It'll just depend. It's definitely going to be a little bit warmer, so we're not talking quite as icy as what we had earlier this past weekend. But they will be snow covered, but our plows are pretty good about getting out there. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow at DIA? It'll be quiet throughout the day with some snow moving in by later on tomorrow afternoon. How will the roads be in the metro area? Yeah, I think tomorrow morning waking up to maybe a dusting of snow, probably not a ton of snow overnight tonight, except for our northern front range. You guys could maybe get up to an inch. And then overnight Wednesday into early Thursday. So the good news about this timing is that gives CDOT a chance to get out there, hopefully before people need to actually get on the roads and commute. Jose says hello, hello. Benjamin's asking how much snow in Castle Rock this Wednesday, Thursday. So I've got Castle Rock in that 1 to 3 inch range for Wednesday, Thursday. All right. I think I've gotten to all of your questions. You guys had some good ones today. Oh, you're welcome, Yvonne. Always happy to answer any questions that you guys have. All right. Well, if that is it, then I will let you guys get on with the rest of your Tuesday afternoon. You've got Kathy back here tonight at 4 and 5 o'clock. I'm off the next couple of days. So I'll see you guys back here on Friday. We can talk more about the weekend ahead, but I hope you guys have a great work week.